hininga ng pirma. Pero sabi niya kanina, hindi galing sa Senado ang usap-usapan ng kudeta.
There's a lot of pressure to change things. But it's all coming from outside the Senate, not within the Senate. So,
Kasabay niya, nagpasa rin siya sa Kamara.
maraming hugo. Pero lahat ng hugo galing sa Kongreso, hindi sa Senador. Nakakatawa nga eh. Wag na lang kaya nila yung speaker, kasi sila papakialaman yun eh.
Hindi rin pumirma si Senator Cynthia Villar. Ang dahilan niya, walang nakarating sa kanyang statement of support.
Paano daw po pinapasa yung yes? No. Opo.
Ano specific naman nakalagay?
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko nakita eh. Nakalita ako lang.
Pero pipirma po kayo?
Hindi man ako pinasasay.
Mula nung nakaraang taon hanggang nitong Pebrero, ilang beses naging usap-usapang palitan si Zubiri, pero walang nangyari. Isa sa laging matunog na papalit sa kanya, si Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Well, all speculation is not true.
Even if you're a senior senator already, sir? Even if you're a senior senator already, sir? Veteran,
If I'm a senior senator,
veteran senator.
I have high respects to Senate President Zubiri.
Sa kabila nito, tila may lamat na ang relasyon na Zubiri at Estrada. Bagamat nagpahayag siya ng suporta, mukhang hindi raw siya gustong papirmahin sa umiikot na statement of support. Ang mas malala, sabi pa ni Estrada, mukhang tatanggalin pa siya bilang chairman ng Senate Committee on Defense.
Daw.
Bakit, sir?
I don't know. Ask the leadership or ask the majority.
Thank you, sir.
I know. Ask the leadership.
Wala sa Viber group.
They welcome someone involved.
Bukod kina Estrada at Villar, tila na-snub din daw ng pinahikot na statement of support si Senator Bong Revilla.
Maulan. Tingnan natin. Maulan. It's rainy season. Rainy season. Bahay natin, guys. Hanapin ng manok. Rain, come again another day. Mario wants to play. When go away. Come again another day. Mario wants to play. Anong oras na? Oo pa.
Right through to mid-April 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. Also, I want you to be aware that Venus is currently hidden in the sky. And what that means is it's not readily available to see, and as basically it governs love. This is a time period where it will be a little bit more difficult to find love. I mean, it's not impossible, but it just means it's harder to get a relationship off the ground during this period. So you may meet somebody, but it's a slow burn relationship that will actually create a nice solid foundation, but at the same time, it will be a slow process. Okay, so let's see what is coming in your way and how things are working out for you in the next 6 weeks regarding singles love life there. How would you like to receive? Okay. We have the Chariot card, we have the Star energy, we also have 3 cards here. We have the Hierophant, we have the Tower, and we've got the Emperor. Okay, so there is someone coming in, and it may surprise you how you end up feeling for this person. But anyway, the Chariot card is empowerment. So of course, this is about your motivation and drive. And with the Star energy being in the Resistance position, some of you have been taking a period of healing in order to, really focus on yourself, your own needs, erect healthier boundaries, and some of you have really had a test of faith when it comes to love. So you've needed to take some time in order to work out who you are, what you want, and reestablish a relationship with yourself after a very disappointing or difficult time. It will take as long as it takes. Some of you may have separated from someone like a year ago, a couple of years ago, or a couple of months ago. Some of you may even have not been in a high-level commitment relationship, and you've been feeling very isolated. I don't feel this sense that you're lonely. There may have been a yearning there, but I feel actually you're focused on your own path. I feel like you've channeled all of your energy, time, and your thought process into ambition, into business or projects. I definitely see you've been keeping yourself busy, but with the Tower there, it can indicate when you have a moment to think, those 3 a.m. thoughts. Some of you are like like tapping into that sense of isolation. You really wish that there was someone there that, who was strong enough to walk by your side, and someone that you could, just cozy up to at night. Someone who is a partner who will be there through thick and thin. But the Chariot card indicates some of you, especially it being in this position, some of you may have felt a little bit unmotivated to find love or put yourself in a position to meet love, because the star energy is in the resistance position. And this tells me that some of you, there may be no options, nothing inspiring out there for a relationship. So you feel, there's no point in looking, wasting your time when you feel very uninspired. And some of you may also feel that you want something really organic and you don't really want to force, putting yourself out there in the dating scene, going on like speed dating or apps. I mean, some of you may be doing that and seeing what's out there, but at the same time, I feel like you are hoping for like fate to intervene. I mean, the Tower is a surprise. So I definitely see that there is a period where you've been stuck or feeling like you've been going round and round in circles, whether this was in, situations that were toxic, or maybe even mentally manipulative experiences that you've had with people in the past. I feel like you are stepping out of that cycle. You've learned the lesson, erected healthier boundaries, and you're not looking back. I mean, the Chariot card tells me that you're not even looking back at the past anymore. You've got closure on a part of your life. You acknowledge that you needed the healing. Even if you were in a single energy and you have not been in a high level commitment, some of you may be healing things from your past. For example, there may have been like a divorce or separation with your parents or guardians when you were younger, and it really like shook your foundation of what it means to love. Some of you could have been bullied, or your confidence was knocked in a situation and it made you feel very vulnerable when you were opening up. I mean, you always lead with truth and integrity, but when someone is getting to know you on a very intimate level, sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming. And you're not afraid of going to the depths of your emotions. In fact, you find it very thrilling. It's actually a very exciting part of being in a relationship, especially being a Scorpio. You tend to merge with another person, really get to know them, feel them intuitively and instinctively. But also, I feel, sometimes that can also be a little bit unhealthy. I'm a Scorpio too, so I kind of understand that level of, it's not really possession. People, I feel, sometimes misunderstand Scorpio as being like possessive, but it's more about respect, of giving a part of yourself, putting your heart out there on a line and saying, this is me, take me as I am. And then, the reciprocal exchange of being and that level of depth in a relationship is that the other person does the same thing. So I feel sometimes people may have said to you, and again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, some people may have said to you that you have really high expectations in a relationship. That's because you bring a lot to the table. They're not high at all. You are, there to get what you deserve in a relationship. And sometimes humans, they accept less than they truly deserve, and you have acknowledged in this lifetime that you're not going to settle for second best, that you give it all. When you're in a relationship, you dive in and it's like 1,000,000%. So you expect the other person to step up and offer the same. It's not an unrealistic expectation. I want you to be aware of that, okay? This is a card of travel as well. So some of you are moving on from a period of healing, but also I feel like you're ready to be motivated to find love. Also, some of you may be taking a vacation or going traveling. I mean, this card is literally Pisa, okay? It looks like a tower there. It looks like the Tower of Pisa. Some of you may literally be traveling to Italy, or perhaps someone you're about to meet is Italian there. But I mean, it could also be that you're going to meet someone suddenly traveling, someone that you're not expecting to find. But this is more about you've been spending a period of time in your life trying to work out where you belong. Okay, and I feel like you've been taking action in your life in other areas. You've really been on a journey of self-discovery. And I mean, this is really random and a little bit of an aside there. It's not really connected to love, but some of you may actually be purchasing a new car or looking at a car, or even thinking about going on a road trip, because the Chariot card is connected to movement, cars, vehicles. So there may be like a synchronicity there that just after purchasing, or just after a trip, or even during a trip, you're going to meet someone new. Okay, so that's just coming through as an aside there. But it is a card of empowerment. Okay, so it indicates that you have a goal that you want to reach, and you are certain that 2024 is the year that you're going to reach that goal. And you will. I definitely see here there's a high level commitment, a divine counterpart coming in for you there. Now we do have the star energy, it's in the resistance position, so it can indicate that you've been a little bit confused in love, or you've been connecting to people who left you feeling confused. There's an energy here of indecision, so some of you may have been connected to somebody who really didn't know what they wanted, or presented as knowing what they wanted, but deep down they're very wishy-washy, in and out, and very stubborn. Also, I feel with this star energy, there's an energy here of some of you, like maybe almost like resigning yourself that maybe love is not coming for you, and that's not true at all. You know, I definitely see that there is someone coming in. It's a surprise. With the Hierophant there, it tells me there is a real potential of marriage with this person as well. So I will connect to that when we go into the Celtic cross. But the star energy is, of course, a period of healing that has put you on pause when it comes to the dating scene. And some of you, it's that you have been connecting to ideas about your life's purpose path, and you've been focusing on doing you and making progress, and just time has been passing by, and suddenly you're like, you know what, I need to focus a little bit more on what it is I want. Intentional living for 2024, that's the overarching energy for the collective. So I feel like now you're connecting to, you know, pockets in your life where you feel like you haven't dived in deep enough recently. I feel like you've dived in deeply in the past, but right now I feel like you're looking at your life and seeing what's the missing piece, or what's the missing ingredient that you've been hoping for. I feel all your wishes have not really been met when it comes to love, but anything that's in the resistance position, it will go into the upright by the end of the time period that I'm reading for. So I definitely see you're aligning yourself with a wish here. I mean, the star energy can also be a renewal, you know, a renewal of hope, that suddenly you feel inspired to find love, and you're restoring your faith in love as well. Also, I get a sense here that some of you, and again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, I get a sense here of some of you feel like you actually blend into the background. That's not true at all, okay? I feel for some of you, it may be a state of mind or how you've been feeling about yourself that you want to withdraw into hermit mode, and you feel like you're not ready to be seen when it comes to love, or but I feel that's changing. That mindset is changing. Allow your beautiful light to shine. I feel you may have had experiences in the past with people who tried to knock your confidence because you outshone them. They felt intimidated by your sense of magnetism, and that people are highly attracted to you. So they did everything they could to try and like keep you in your lane, or put you in a little box, and almost like take you out when they felt comfortable to do that. So I feel for some of you, you've had to unlearn that trait that someone tried to push upon you, project upon you there. Their insecurities. You know, you're a very deep empath, my beautiful Scorpio, and sometimes you may also absorb other people's energy. So if you have been in very controlling relationships, or people had lots of insecurities there, you may have actually absorbed them as your own, because remember, you tend to merge in a relationship with a partner, and that means there is a symbiotic kind of energy, also a synchronicity there, which can be really wonderful, exciting, and very deep, very magnetic. But at the same time, do not lose yourself in the other person. You need to retain a part of yourself for yourself. Okay, it's a very important lesson that you've come to this lifetime to learn. Now, the outcome energy, we have the Hierophant. Now, for some of you, this is a course of study. Okay, the Hierophant is about learning, and I do feel like you have been learning more about yourself, also learning about change. You know, learning about a sense of control, how we can never truly control another person. A person will stay if they want to stay, and if they want to go, they're going to go. It means there was no respect there, or this respect has somehow been lost. So I feel some of you have been learning that about people and situations. You've been really understanding the human psyche. And you may have really tried to understand someone in particular that really either disappointed you or let you down. I want you to be aware that you're not going to repeat that cycle ever again. Okay, I feel like you learned the lesson from that, and the next person who comes in, they have respect. The next person who comes in, thanks so much, I'm so grateful. Interesting. I'm being given a song, but I just heard from my guides, don't give the song until you touch the emperor.
Did you hear all those knocks just now? That's so crazy. My guys are like, yeah, that's the message. Don't give the song until you touch the emperor. Now that sounds a little bit, but anyway, I'm touching the emperor now, but they don't want me to give you the song until such time, and it's continuously playing, so it's kind of distracting, but they don't want me to give it to you until I actually touch that card to read it, so I will when I get there. It's actually very apt. It completely connects to that card. But this is the inner teacher, learning to trust your intuition, but also the Hierophant is the marriage card. So this is your outcome position. You know, if you felt like you were not ever going to get married, or you had dreams of connecting to a high level commitment where you, exchange vows in some way, this is going to happen for you. Remember, that star from the resistance position is going to turn into the upright. So I definitely see that you are moving towards a relationship where you will get that level of bond with a person. And I feel it's an unbreakable bond. It's an unshakable foundation that you will create with this person. They're going to be there no matter what, through thick and thin, this new person that's coming in. But also the Hierophant, I'm getting an energy here of advice. Okay, so this person, they may be a mentor, or perhaps, they're really good at inspiring people. I mean, it could be that you meet this person on a course of learning, or, maybe you're going on a cultural retreat somewhere, or a cultural travel, because we do have, like, the Chariot card, which is movement. The Hierophant is all about absorbing knowledge. Also, there's this energy coming through right now about history. I really feel this person's really big into history, and also into heritage. Okay, so I feel this person's very knowledgeable, whoever this person is. There's something about this person, they will have a conversation with you when you first meet. It's like a first date, or maybe it's a first meeting. I can't quite discern the energy right now. There's a conversation about old texts, archaic texts. So I feel that's also an indication that you'll know that this person is the one. Maybe like a news story that has surfaced when you are about to meet each other and you discuss it, but there's something about old texts. And I'm not talking about texts like text messages. I'm talking about scrolls. I'm talking about hieroglyphics. I'm talking about historical prose or texts in some way. Okay, so that's what's coming through there as well. I mean, this person could be a historian. They could be like a history teacher. They could be a mentor who has like a PhD in history, or maybe in heritage, or a life coach. Or I just feel there's something about this new person that's coming in that has a lot of integrity, and values and belief systems really mean a lot to this person, which actually means a lot to you as well. Now we do have that Tower energy revelation. I'm picking up two energies here. There is someone, the Chariot card does indicate choice. There is someone who has hidden feelings for you. I'm going to pull a card on that right now. I feel this is someone who has their own business, or something about cameras. They're showing me cameras right now. Either this person is a photographer, or they've just started learning how to use cameras, or perhaps they're behind the camera, or their industry is connected to cameras. I'm not really sure how else to decode this. They're showing me cameras right now. Camera could also indicate you and this person go way back, that there's history between you and this person. I don't feel it's like history between you and an ex. I may be wrong, but let me just see, there's so much star energy, Page of Wands. Okay, no, I feel like you've moved away from the past here. This person, I feel like they admire your strength. They know about a difficult time in your life, and they've admired your strength to move forward. This is someone who's a friend. They are a very loyal friend, actually. Page of Wands can indicate two energies. One is like someone who's a friend, someone who is very supportive, someone who is really loyal to who you are and tries to be there as much as they can for you. But also it can indicate a spark of chemistry between you and someone new. And I feel that this person, there is someone in your energetic sphere who really has feelings for you, but they watched you go through a difficult time and almost has been waiting until you felt you wanted to really find love. It's almost like intuitively they knew you weren't really ready. So I feel they've been helping you move away, or they've been trying to, it's like their words have been inspiring you to heal, or they lead the way, showing you how to heal. I can't quite grasp what I'm being given here, but it's a friend. sure, who actually sees you as their wish come true. There's a lot of chemistry here. You may even feel this chemistry. This person may also be traveling right now. They may message you and say they're on vacation, or maybe you're going to be traveling with this person. I'm not sure. But I get a sense here that there's someone who's connected or committed to traveling. They're a friend of yours, and they actually see you as their wish fulfillment. And I feel with the Eight of Wands there, they're actually going to confess that they have feelings for you. So, I mean, with the star energy, I feel it's all out in the open. I don't feel like they're going to hint. I feel like they're going to have like a discussion where they're like, you know what, I've always like held a torch for you. But maybe something like where they're having a really deep friendship conversation with you, and you're like, this is you know. I mean, intuitively, you're very strong when it comes to instinctive knowingness. So maybe you do know, but let me just see. Oh yeah, there it is, the High Priestess. You know. And you know there's chemistry as well. Okay, but I feel like you may have almost like bypassed this person for somebody else at the time. Okay, it's like you had a passionate encounter with somebody else. Even though there's a little bit of chemistry with this person, I feel like you're really honest, open, you feel really comfortable with this person. But the Eight of Cups, I feel like you just went in another direction. Even though there is, a spark there. I feel like it's something you could explore, but I also feel that you were making some major lifestyle changes, and I just feel the moment wasn't right for you to explore it. So this could come back around again, is what I'm seeing there. I feel like there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion. This person really respects you, and I feel like this person, they are bold, they're an influencer. Strong Aries in their chart, maybe even a bit of Leo going on. But I feel this person, they could also make a very, loyal, long-term relationship. So I actually think that you do have a choice there, Ladies and Scorpio. I feel like their revelation may actually surprise you, but I feel also it gives you something to think about, okay? And I mean, I will go to the Celtic cross and see who you're choosing at this time, because deep down, I feel this energy that you want new, okay? So it's your choice. There is an option there for you. For the Tower, I'm going to pull one card on this Tower energy, because the Tower is surprise. Now, it doesn't mean it's a negative surprise. It doesn't mean it's a positive surprise. It just means taking a leap of faith because you've been feeling really stuck in a situation. The Tower always kind of represents like a prison, or, a place that we have built ourselves that has become so big that we find it really hard to change our circumstances. It's almost like a level of complacency sometimes. We get stuck in a rut, a cycle of repeat, where we feel like we don't have time to find love, or there's no one out there, so what's the point in looking? We stop, we focus on other things. So I feel like you're really looking at the Tower that you're kind of confined in at this moment in time to break out of it, because Tower is a liberation. It is to take that leap of faith, change your circumstances, and liberate yourself from, that repetitive cycle. So I'm just going to pull a card on that for you. I feel like you've been in a very still period where you're just letting life happen as it is. I feel this sense of surrender going on in your life, and that's across the board. That's not just in terms of love. You're relinquishing control, almost like saying to the universe, okay, I'm listening. My way wasn't working, so I'm just going to be very still. I'm going to focus on my passions, my projects, and what will be will be. And the universe is going to reward you with love. Okay, so we have the Magician card. We have the Three of Swords. You've been very shaken